power had entered my soul, my mama had beat the dot. The devil, my mama had. Remember my grandma had told me, you better be somebody. Hop in my seats, massaging. Watch how I lead the posse. I made a M deposit. Paid all these dues with the game. Sacrifice.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Ahead, it's a matchup with all-pro inside linebackers from 2016, as we'll see Bobby Wagner and Sean Lee.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Wilson on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Wilson on second down. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down. A rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Again, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. The big fella. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls, taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Now it's Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 1st down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he'll go down at the 28. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson drops it underneath for Rawls. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Here's Elliott. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Prescott now on second down. He's got it to Williams. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 49. Second down, Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Prescott on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And out now come the Seahawks. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Procise. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. And the back goes into motion. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. First down, this is Rawls. And unable to there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a must say. Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Complete. Richardson has it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. First down, Prescott. And a loose football. And some space here. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
To throw is Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch.
Terrence Williams. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 92 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with, and they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Extra point try now for Walsh. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back now in Arlington. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Bennett. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. go again with Rawls. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Rawls. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Wilson wants to throw it. Pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
To your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They go read option with Wilson. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he's got Lockett. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Wilson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And he's able to put it through. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they will start out in great shape up very close to midfield.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
One last shot now for Prescott. And some room to roam now. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it.
Goofy, say, gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago full of, my garage is full of hoopers. Got that southern drawl and all that. My like ball bags. The South got something to say, and all y'all can't get y'all ball back. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call sacks? Daddy fat, y'all never ball back. Like clocks in the wintertime, we stay eating like a